Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Cardano analysis video. I have Sean with me today. Sean, say hi.
Good morning, everyone.
So a very, very happy Friday to each and every one of you out there. Now today we will only be going over Cardano USDT because it appeared that yesterday there was not a lot of interest for Cardano BTC. We were kind of monitoring the comments and we didn't see a lot of people ask for it. So Sean, just Cardano USDT today. You good with that?
Yeah, we'll do Cardano BTC on the weekend over the live stream. So, hey guys, do join us over the live stream if you guys have any questions. Happy to be answering your questions over there, and we will be covering the Bitcoin pairings on Cardano as well. So, yeah, stay tuned.
Perfectamundo. Now we're first going to start off with the Mango dashboard. Okay, let's go and see what the dashboard is telling us for Cardano. Now I'm currently on that daily time frame. Let's go filter it out. Oops. ADA. Cool beans. Now here we are. Cardano USDT did give us a neutral trend change. Now this one came in 4 hours ago. Okay. Cardano BTC also neutral, which also came in 4 hours ago. Now this is warranted because of the recent pullback we saw Cardano take. Now that prompted a lot of panic in the markets. So I'm going to go on to the charts. Okay, Sean, I'm currently on that 2-day time frame. Now what are your thoughts on the 2-day? Currently, are you scared of this price action? What's going on? What's going on in your head?
What's going on in my head is that, guys, come on. Many of you are not keeping it Mango, even though we come on here every single day and say, hey, keep it Mango, keep it stress-free, keep it easy, keep it breezy, play the trend while the trend is your friend. And guys, the trend is still very, very much our friend. Everybody's panicking and stressing out over a pullback. But guys, markets don't move up in a straight line. Let me lay this down right now at the beginning of the video. Cardano is going to be fine as long as we are holding that 95-cent level mark. Now, many of you are panicking because we've come down from $1.40 to $1.20. That's only 20 cents of a pullback, guys. Yeah. But we could come all the way down to 95 and still be fine. You can't worry, at least if you're looking for the big win on Cardano, right? If you guys are looking for a $5 win or freaking $10 win, even a $2 win, you got to be okay with the pullbacks because prices just don't move up in a straight line. And the bigger the win you want, guys, the more of a pullback you need to be willing to tolerate. It's as simple as that. And if you're getting flustered, guys, over these kind of pullbacks, it's either because, one, you need to take a step back and learn the fundamentals and the foundations a little bit more, or two, you're overpositioned and the volatility is getting you too emotional and you're going to hurt yourself. All right, so I'm just gonna lay that out at the beginning of the video, and I'm just trying to look out for you guys. All right, look out for your emotional well-being in this bull market, because believe me when I say this, all you need to do in a market like this, and this is where millennials have the biggest opportunity of a lifetime, all you need to do, guys, to make millions is survive. That's all. Okay. Boom. You can make millions by just surviving. Then the next step, which is the hardest part, I've seen far too many people fail at this, is keeping those millions. Okay, that's the hardest part, and that's where it gets far more difficult. So first step though, guys, just survive. All right, so with that ramble out of the way, Krisha, you can take over.
Okay, cool. Now let's give them a little bit of technical analysis. Now I'm going to tell you what I see on the charts as far as the TA is concerned, okay? And then Sean can, tell you guys what he is looking at. Now all I see here, honestly, is a very, very classic retest. Okay, we've had an official break. Now, as you can see, we had this beautiful, beautiful pattern playing out, right? This was a falling wedge. To which we actually saw that break yesterday, and that was a beautiful candle, guys. That was good 33% to the upside, and this is something that I always harp on about. This happened really, really fast. In a matter of 2 days, we had 33%. So that means that candle, that 2-day candle, was extremely volatile, right? Volatile to the upside. And I usually tell you guys this, that if you see this volatility to the upside, then expect something very, very similar to the downside as well. Okay, but all I see here is that we've had an official break. We met the measured move, okay, off the pattern. We closed over a major resistance at $1.31. Now, this is the resistance that Sean and I brought to your attention just yesterday. Okay, this is the resistance that Cardano was actually hovering underneath, right? We told you guys, if what we're looking for is for Cardano to live over this. We're looking for candle body closes, and that's exactly what we saw here. Right? Now, all I see here is a very classic retest of a breakout. Okay, we've had a break, we're seeing a retest, and we could very well see continuation. The only thing, the area that I would be like, maybe this wants to continue its downtrend. Okay, I'll be looking for how price, number one, reacts to that $1.15 region. This is something that I've been going over with you guys for some time now, $1.15. Okay, if we start breaking that, then we're likely going to come down to $1.01. Okay, it's only if, guys, we start losing the target that Sean just mentioned to you guys, which was that 95-cent region, right? Also, these wick lows right here. So if we take that out, Sean, I'll be looking for, essentially what Cardano would have done at that point is, well, it would have put in a lower low, right?
Yep.
All we see here now is structure, right? We've put in a high, this wick high right here on the 2-day candle of 26th of Feb. Now I'm looking at the high that we put in yesterday, or rather today. Today we actually put in a higher candle high on the wicks, right? However, it's still a lower high on the grand scheme there. Right? Now, if we break the lows of $1.01, then I believe that we'll be putting in something that would look more like a downtrend. So what are your thoughts on this, Sean?
Yeah, so essentially my thoughts are aligning with yours almost to the T. In yesterday's video, we did discuss two major targets that I was looking for because of that weekly bullish divergence, right? The two targets were $1.33 and then $1.48. And we hit both of them, right?
Yeah.
I had very specifically said, yes, we've hit our first target, but I'm very confident that we're going to go ahead and hit our second target too. And all of that lined up with that falling wedge that we talked about, Krisha, while we were on vacation, right? I went on the beach and freaking posted a video for you guys because I was like, you know what, this opportunity looks far too freaking good. And even though I'm freaking here on vacation, I just got to get this video out of the way. It's sitting on my chest. So Krisha was kind enough to hold the camera, even though she was too shy to get on camera. But we did that, and right away, Krisha, after I posted that video, people wanted the move immediately. And I do want to touch on this a little bit. People wanted that falling wedge to break up almost immediately, and we got a lot of negative comments on that too. People being sarcastic, saying things like, "Oh, where did the move? Where's your big bull move?" Right? Well, the big bull move did come. It just came 2 days later, right? And hey, it could have come freaking 3 days later. We said wait for confirmation. That being said, now I'm seeing the same thing. After the move has already taken place, people are like, hey, where's the rest of it, right? Why is this not going up and up and up? Guys, that's not how markets work. You are letting your impatience get the best of you, and the markets will punish impatience and reward those who are patient. And we're seeing Cardano very, very, very well depict that scenario where people who are not being patient are in an emotional state of flux, and people who are being patient are catching these great moves, taking their profits at key levels. Because again, even yesterday, the targets that we mentioned were hit, right? So if you care about these short-term moves, you should have been taking profits at the targets that we mentioned yesterday, right? If you don't care about the short-term moves and you only care about the long-term moves, then all of this is irrelevant to you because you have a bigger target and you can't let these short-term moves shake you out of your position. Now, in regards to TA, Krisha, we did hit our target that we talked about in terms of the bullish divergence, but on the 12-hour time frame, Krisha, if you do switch on over to a 12-hour, you see that we've come up and hit right up against the 12-hour candle close highs. This is where it gets really, really interesting. Okay, on the 12-hour time frame, we've hit the candle close highs. Mm-hmm. On the 2-day time frame, we've made a new candle close high. Now the question is, can the 2-day candle defend $1.31? We haven't closed this 2-day just yet. We have 18 hours to go. If we defend $1.31, it's going to look far, far more bullish. But if we don't defend it, it's not going to turn the bullish picture into a bearish picture. all it means is the dashboard is very, very correct, and we are in a neutral consolidation pattern. Again, that's completely fine. We've gone into a consolidation, and it's still a bullish consolidation because the trend is up and we made a new 2-day candle close high. All we are missing now is a 2-day wick high. Once we get that, in my opinion, increases the probability to see the next leg up towards, Kusha, your target of $1.62.
Yeah. Yeah, I think taking out this wick high right here is really what's going to dictate where Cardano goes from there. Okay, I think taking out this wick high, honestly, I'm looking at $2 next target. From 189 to going all the way to $2.
Nice.
So,
yeah, that's
but
my
so
target.
far, I think you're right in that the dashboard I think is pretty on point with that neutral trend change there, because all this is telling me that hey, this may want to be, it may want to get into a smaller consolidation leading up from here. Okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we could not see a pickup, because what you need to understand, like I said, this looks more of a retest than anything else. We could very well see price actually put in a higher low of sorts, only for us to see continuation. What will really tip me off on this is if we start closing additional candles, okay, if we get a confirmation close over $1.31 once again.
Yep.
So I'll be looking for some level of continuation, at which point my eyes, guys, are going to be on this wick high right here on 26th of Feb. Okay, this came in at $1.48.
Yeah, that was my target for the bullish divergence, and we pretty much hit that target. Saw some resistance over there that we pulled back onto. And Kisha, guess where the pullback is coming on? It's coming right on the 2-day dynamic buy op, right? Basically the blue dot line there, the op line. So we're holding that line, right? We're holding that as support. And I do want to mention this. Someone messaged me this morning and said, hey Sean, I know you've been looking at the 2-day dynamic on Cardano, but he's been trading it on the daily dynamic. And again, I play the 2-day primarily because, again, you get to stay in the trend longer and you have to make less decisions. You only look at the chart every 2 days, right, to make a decision, right? But he had a good point that the daily, Kusha, has been getting it really, really well, especially if you look at the candle close somewhere around 24 to 25th Feb, right? Ever since we broke out of the op line, the blue dot, we've been holding that as support. Then we lost it again, and then we used it as resistance, and then we took it back, okay, on that big impulsive move. And again, we're holding as support. So what he's been doing, he's been using the combination of the dashboard where it switches to neutral to let him know that, hey, you know what, we are in a range. And then remember, guys, what does neutral / consolidation mean? It means that price is trading within a range, and you can now take advantage of that and play scalp trades or play small mini range trades to increase your stash. So he's been doing that using the dynamic as his level. So essentially now, or rather before this impulsive move, what he was doing was he was trading between the blue dots and the top of the daily cloud on the dynamic. You see that over there?
Yeah.
And he kept doing that until we squeezed. He saw the squeeze formation. Now this is where he's using multiple concepts that we've been talking about over the years. And he's not even in the seed program, which is really, really cool, because he's just been watching us for like 2 years now. But he's using the tools really, really well, along with all the theory we teach.
Yeah.
And what do you know, Krisha? We did have the impulsive move, and what are we doing now? Well, now we are playing the resistance against the high that we talked about, $1.48, and the support is the daily op line on the blue dots. It's beautiful. You can play it this way. You play the consolidation, and when you break out of the consolidation, you play the trend.
Yeah, so far it's looking really good along the op line. That's what I'm noticing, because you're right. I mean, as soon as we lost it here on 4th of March, we were holding it as resistance, and like, just look at that. It was extremely relentless against
it
that.
Kept pressing
right?
kept pressing it down, right? Until
so this
the equilibrium cloud
this is still a relatively good picture because of how we're holding that that op line.
Yeah.
So I'm liking this look so far. I think it may very well want to put in a higher low, right? Like I said, guys, I'll only start really looking for further downside if we start losing these lows right here. $1.01 going all the way down to 95 cents.
Yeah, so again, you can use this level right over here at around 92 to 95 cents, guys. You can mark that out as a zone if you want. And if we start closing daily candles underneath 92 cents, that's when this picture could turn ugly. All right, and then you could be looking at this as a double top, which failed to have continuation, broke towards the downside, and we'll be looking at further downside. First target would be around 81 cents. Next target would be around 67, and after that, it gets a bit ugly. I don't want to scare you guys, but around 45 cents to around 38 cents. But we're not there yet. Okay, we're not there yet. When we see the signs, when we start breaking 92 cents towards the downside, then we can talk about lower targets. Until then, we're still in a range, guys. All right, keep it mango, keep it stress free.
Yep. Yes, sirree. And yeah, I think this sort of concludes my thoughts on Cardano. I don't want to be kind of drilling down to those lower time frames because honestly, to really keep this mango, these higher time frames, and this is something that I brought up in one of my last Cardano videos with you guys, was that these lines, these macro regions of support and resistance, they flow extremely well onto the lower time frames as well.
Yep, and
Right.
I think you have a really good point over there that us taking responsibility and only sticking to the higher time frames will keep people on guard too, because when we do look at the lower time frames, Krisha, you and I look at the lower time frames only to see that confluence and to see how things cascade onto each other, but we make our decisions only on the higher time frames. Because if you think back to even yesterday's video, we started off with the weekly, right? And we said, hey, the weekly, what we're looking for is a candle close above $1.32. And look at the weekly picture, Krisha. It's so clean, so easy to play. And you have to wait around 3 days before the next weekly candle closes, and until then it's best to just keep it mango. All right, don't get shook out because it's looking great.
Boom. Now, you guys have our thoughts on Cardano. Tell us yours. What are you feeling? And if you're a bit antsy, if you need any sort of, you need that support, we have an amazing Mango family. So come on out, join the Discord chat, make new friends. Also, no calls in there. We're extremely strict about that. You will not be getting any, should I buy now, should I sell now? None of that stuff. Okay. This is mainly to make friends, to discuss,
and to learn how to read
learn.
the chart yourself.
Exactly. All right. Now, with this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, guys.
Ciao.